Ancient Egypt still feels like a place built by gods, not humans. And the stories hidden in its tombs are stranger than any movie ever made. The mummies of Egypt were not just dead bodies wrapped in cloth. They were travelers preparing for another life. Because Egyptians believed death was only the beginning of a new journey, the process of mummification took around 70 days. And every step had deep meaning. The priests removed the organs, placed them in jars guarded by the 4 sons of Horus, and left the heart inside the body because they believed it was the center of the soul and would be weighed by the god Anubis after death. The brain, surprisingly, was thrown away because they thought it had no purpose. The mummies' faces were covered with golden masks, the most famous being the mask of King Tutankhamun, made from solid gold and carved to help his soul recognize his body in the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians believed that if the body was destroyed, the soul would be lost forever. So they built massive tombs, filled them with food, weapons, clothes, and even toys for children, so that the dead would have everything they needed in the next world. Some mummies were even buried with their pets, and archaeologists have found mummified cats, crocodiles, monkeys, and birds wrapped carefully like royal treasures. The gods of Egypt were everywhere in this process. Anubis, the jackal-headed god, watched over the dead. Osiris, the god of the afterlife, ruled the kingdom of the dead. And Ra, the sun god, guided souls through the darkness to eternal light. The Book of the Dead, a collection of spells and prayers, was placed inside the tombs to guide the soul through dangerous tests and monsters waiting in the underworld. The most chilling part is that Egyptians believed your heart would be placed on a golden scale and weighed against a feather of truth. If your heart was heavier because of sin, it would be eaten by a demon called Ammit, who was part lion, part crocodile, and part hippo. The dead person would vanish from existence forever. But if your heart was light, your soul would live forever in the field of reeds, a perfect world where crops never died, rivers never dried, and you lived in peace with your loved ones forever. The tombs themselves were like secret worlds. The Great Pyramid of Giza, which still stands after 4,500 years, was built with such precision that even modern engineers struggle to explain how it was done. Some stones weigh as much as 80 tons, and no one truly knows how they were lifted. Some legends say that the builders had help from beings not of this earth, and ancient texts speak of the shining ones who came from the stars. In King Tut's tomb, scientists found a dagger made from metal that came from a meteorite, proving that ancient Egyptians used materials that literally fell from the sky. They believed the stars were where the gods lived, and that pharaohs after death would rise to join them. The mysterious Curse of the Pharaohs became famous after Tutankhamun's tomb was opened in 1922.